keep telling my story, coming to you with today's story. Nadia lived alone with her 2 children, Isa and Joshua, in a small room in the camp. Hassan had never had a family of his own. In spite of that, he had never been alone a day in his life. His family was poor. They had always lived a lot of people close together. Cousins, siblings, aunts, and uncles all talked, drank chai, and smoked. There was always food and someone to talk to. When they were young, there was always someone to help and support them. As they grew up, they saw the harshness of life more clearly. They understood why Mom cried when she thought everyone else was sleeping. They quit going to school and started trying to make money. They ran errands, sold water, carried bags, sold cigarettes, learned to change tires. There came more siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles. After a while, the children were stealing an end of the blanket on the shared mattress on the concrete floor. People died. An aunt coughed herself to death. An uncle was hit by a car when crossing the street. Children got sick and medicine could not be afforded. The war meant that the boys joined the army. They did not want to join, but there was not a choice. Plus, it was paid work. They could have money for good food, school books, shoes, and a new blanket. Hassan deserted the army when terrorists used humans as shields. That day was the first of many lonely days. He did not dare to contact his family for fear that it would only bring them problems. Instead, he ran away. The camp owners put him in a room so he was never completely alone. Still, he missed his children and family like a lost limb. Nadia was a seamstress. She made the most beautiful, wonderful dresses and ornate veils. She treasures her few clothes of soft, luxurious fabrics. She had her own store in her village in northern Iraq. She employed only other women. They made all sorts of things: men's shirts, dresses, embroidered veils and scarves, pants, skirts, pillowcases, and curtains. Her family was not luxuriously rich, but they were far from poor. She had 1 brother and 2 sisters. They all went to school and pursued their dreams. Marriage was not forced, but a choice, and a happy one. She still grieves her husband in a way. He died in an attack when a car hit a landmine. He did not live to see the terrorists take over large areas. He did not live long enough to flee his home. When Nadia had to close her shop, she made up her mind. She could not live in a place where she would not be respected as a business owner, where she could not be her own person. She did not dare to stay. In a refugee camp, a tent did not give her safety. She was harassed and threatened. She felt alone and scared. Things got worse and worse until she left. In the camp, she tried to be friendly to everyone. Hassan would often look at her. He was shy, trying to talk to her, but he would play with her children from time to time. She invited him for tea one afternoon. Then he started offering to help her. He would help her carry the laundry, go to the store, carry home the food. Soon, the shopping trips turned into dinner, and dinner turned into dinners. After dinner, there was talking, tea, and putting children to bed. And then there was that first time dinner and tea turned into breakfast. They did not even kiss then. Hassan slept on the carpet next to her bed that night. In the morning, he made breakfast. They held hands. Life seemed to be going okay. He slept on the carpet quite a few times before he as much as touched anything other than her hands. She tells how his eyes, hands, and lips became less shy after enough dinners and a shared bottle of wine. By the time the camp was set to close, they lived together. They made a combination goodbye party and wedding celebration. She let me touch her nearly invisible bump on her stomach. They left for a new camp together. Hope is what they have nicknamed the baby. The family of 5 sent me regular updates on Facebook. Time has passed since they moved from here. The family are now 6. I still pray for them. They do not know if they are allowed to stay or not. If they are sent back to their respective countries, they will be not only heartbroken, they will be endangered as well. Deserters are not viewed in a kind light. Certainly, no woman could show up with more children than she had when she left without a husband present, both for family and for strangers. The children do not know all of it. The rest of us pray.